Ladies and gentlemen, Metcalf Training here. Welcome back to the channel. We have arrived in Newark in the best car in the world. However, we unfortunately missed the first train to Sunderland, so we're having to wait for the next one. But these things happen. Metcalf Training's prepared and ready for anything. But we're about to embark on the journey up north, up to the, well, is it the City of Light or just the Stadium of Light? I don't know. But we'll be staying next to the Stadium of Light, and to be honest with you, I'm very much looking forward to it because Sunderland, well, at least the Sunderland Aquatic Centre, has a special place in my heart because it was actually the first place that I ever swam a long course competition when I was 9 years old. I remember it as if it was yesterday. And then Sunderland was also the first place that I swam long course as a proper full-time member of Ellesmere Titans, which was my school swimming team, which again, Ellesmere Titans will always have a special place in my heart. And we used to go there year after year after year, and yeah, I've just got some great memories there, and I'm looking forward to going back and I guess, you know, remembering even more things about it, or about times that I've had there in the past. But yeah, Sunderland will be there in 3 hours, I think. Let's get to this train journey. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, that's the journey done. We are here in Sunderland near the Stadium of Light, and it feels great to be back. It really does feel fantastic to be back here. It's a beautiful evening as well. It's a gorgeous evening out here in the northeast coast. Now, it's time to head to the pool, get a little swim, check into the hotel, and yeah, to business. Well, here we are then, ladies and gentlemen, Sunderland Aquatic Centre, or at least the Sunderland Aquatic Centre swim down pool. It feels great to be back, like I said. It's been 13 years since I first came here, and Jack Kellett, Ellie Southwood, Mark Southwood was helping us out. All of us were hanging around down there back in the Copeland ASC days. But yeah, we loved it and we miss it, and it's great to be back. And we're about to get in, have a little swim, a little paddle before we get to action tomorrow. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I just started the girls' 50 freestyles, so the boys' 50 freestyles up just after that. Bit of a rushed one this morning. They're running quite ahead of their schedule, so I had to rush the warm-up and put my suit on very quickly. My back felt pretty rough in the warm-up, but it is what it is at this point. We're going to bring our best for the race,
and hopefully we'll be back tonight with the final, but we've got to see how the heat goes first.
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, straight into it, the 50 freestyle heats. Now this swim didn't record properly, so it's going to be very sporadic, very random videoing, but it was 24-0, decent heat swim, terrible dives you could see there, not a bad underwater phase, but nothing much else to report, but a solid morning swim. So heats are done, back at the hotel now, and I've had a little shave. Not the best this morning, 24-0, felt awful, felt ill, felt sick. I don't know what was going on there. Had to rush through everything, but yeah, I'm gonna rest up now. Maybe get some sleep, maybe not, but just rest up, try and get my tummy feeling better, and hopefully we'll get after it tonight and be able to step on a bit and get my hand to the wall first, but we'll see. Just about to head back over to the pool for the first session of finals. It's 50 freestyle, obviously. The pool is right next to the hotel, so it's an excellent setup here at Sunderland. They've got the Stadium of Light right next door too. So yeah, let's get after this tonight and let's head into warm-up right now. Here's a few clips from my warm-up before finals. See me there putting my hat on. I just thought I'd use this as an opportunity to talk about my general warm-up routine, or lack thereof it. I'll probably do a full video on this at some point. But anyways, I don't really do much pool warm-up competition. It normally comes out to about 400 or 500 meters, depending on what I'm doing. I start off with 200 meters of easy swim. I'll then do some drills. Maybe if I'm swimming breaststroke, I'll then probably do a variable amount of sprints. At the moment, I only do one sprint because that's what I feel like I get the most out of. Anything more, I feel like I get tired, to be honest. Throughout my whole career, I was advised by national teams, by coaches, you know, that there's a specific way to do a warm-up, but in reality it's all dependent on you and what you find to be best for you. I've got to give a shout out to my old coach Alan Bircher, who from age 11 just gave me complete autonomy to figure out what was best for me. So that's really what's led me to this. I mean, over the years I just ended up doing less and less and less, but that's what's optimum for me. Now here we are then, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time, it's finals time. It's a 50 freestyle final. I'm there in lane 5 with my blue hat on. Now obviously my back issues have been well documented on my channel and I've complained enough about them, so I'm going to try not to do that for this swim here. I mean, my swim in the morning was okay. It was a sort of good 75% effort for the 24-0. But tonight I was just planning to throw the kitchen sink at it, try and nail all the details. As last week at Olympic trials, I obviously had the trouble with my hand slipping off my head on the start, which was obviously frustrating. But here, I wanted to nail those details, and my plan was to breathe once at about 40 meters. So we're up on the blocks there, big breath of air in, oxidize the lungs before the take your marks call. And there we go, we're off. Not the cleanest entry. I've been getting very good clean entries on my dives, and the breakout there was horrible. I was too deep under the water, so I had to pop up very violently. However, my hand didn't slip off my head, so it was significantly better than the Olympic trials swim. Here we go, coming through the field nicely and now pulling away from everyone, and we're going to get there to the wall first for 23.60. Very happy with the outcome of that swim all in all. Obviously after the Olympic trials swim I knew there was more in the tank because of the circumstances surrounding the hand slipping off my head, and I do actually think there was more in there with that swim because my breakout, as I said, was horrible. But I was very happy with the outcome. Again, if you told me in January I was going to end the cycle with a 23.6, I'd have probably been quite disappointed. But given my injuries and given the illness I had this week, 23.6 going faster than Olympic trials was quite honestly a very positive result, and not one that I can complain with too much. That's what it's about, making the best of a bad job, never giving up and fighting on through adversity, and I'm proud to say that's what I did at this meet in that swim. Here I'm just hitting the swim down to try and recover as well as I possibly can before getting ready to hit the 100 freestyle tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, that's day one
of the Sunderland National Qualifier complete. Lovely, lovely feeling to get my hands to the wall first in a 50 freestyle there. 23.6, quicker than last week at Olympic trials, but my back is in absolute agony now because I just threw everything I had at that. Pushed my back further than I should have, but it doesn't matter because we've got one more day tomorrow with the 100 freestyle and it's rest time. So yeah, very happy with the outcome, very happy with that swim. Even though the breakout was quite bad, as I said in the analysis, but yeah, very happy with that swim, very happy with that outcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back out here. It's another beautiful evening in the northeast. We're on our way to the beach. We want to get some fish and chips while we're there. Looking forward to it. Well, I said I wanted fish and chips there, but by the time we actually got to the beach, we found out the fish and chip shop was shut. Ladies and gentlemen, and we've arrived at the east coast of England. We have a beautiful scene out here, as you can see. It's a gorgeous evening, and we're in, quite to be honest, what is looking to be a gorgeous place here. Day 2, Sunderland National Qualifier meet. 100 freestyle up this morning in about half an hour. Got to do a nice professional job in the heats, and we'll get back for the final tonight. Get into warm up, get a suit on, and we'll get after it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're out here in the marshalling area, waiting for the 100 freestyle. Just got to get through the heats, do a good job, and hopefully we should be back for a nice final swim tonight. But yeah, it's a beautiful morning out here in the Sunderland Aquatic Centre, so let's get after it. So this is the 100 freestyle heat swim, and I woke up this morning feeling pretty rough, to be honest. Everything that I've already spoke about is feeling rough, the back, the illness, everything. So my objective with this swim was to just swim solidly and do my best to make the final, expending as little effort as possible. I am there in lane 4 with the blue hat and the orange trunks. That reaction time was terrible. I'm going to swim this, not negative split, but focusing on the back half split. As you can see me there, I'm lagging behind considerably. My stroke rate's very low, not something you'd normally expect, or not something I'd normally expect from myself on the 100 freestyle, especially in that early stage. You can see me just turning now. The thing is, though, with this swim, it was slow even by heat swim standards. I ended up going 54.4, and yes, it was enough to make the final, but still, I wasn't expecting big things for the final anyway, given all the factors that I have discussed, but even more so after this heat swim, because 54.4 felt very, very hard, and a lot harder than a time like that should be feeling. But we've got to deal with the cards we're dealt, and that's the field we're playing on. So 54.4 into the final. So a few thoughts on that 100 freestyle. Obviously I've been through the analysis, but just in terms of thoughts, obviously that was a heat swim. No, I haven't forgotten how to swim the first 50 of 100 freestyle. However, I have spent this cycle really focusing on doing every race hard. I think there was only a couple of races at counties that I did that were heat swims, maybe 1 or 2, and the rest of them I just bashed the heat, which isn't something I normally do. But since Olympic trials was, you know, basically all done in the morning, which obviously I expected, and if I'd wanted to get into the final, I'd have had to go super quick.
I was trying to prepare myself to swim well in the morning. However, I did take the luxury of having a heat swim in that 100 freestyle. Even though that said, that was still a hard swim. It might have been a heat swim, but it was still a hard swim. The body was still hurting after it, like it should after any 100 freestyle if you've done it properly.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're out here and it's warm up for the final session of this meet and this cycle. Well, I don't know if we count Midlands as this cycle, but yeah, we're taking a break after this no matter what. It's 100 freestyle, I think we're in lane 2. So yeah, we're just gonna get after it and see what we can do. Right, let's go warm up.
So here we go then, the final, the last swim of the Olympic trials cycle. It's the 100 freestyle. I'm down there in lane 6. Quite honestly, I was very much looking forward to this swim, but I was very much looking forward to being done as well, because my body was in absolute terrible condition by this point. But there we go, we're pushing hard, we're going out as hard as possible. I dare say we're going out hard, but we're not, because the 50 split is slow. It's 25-1, which is a pretty slow 50 split, but I'm having to absolutely gas myself to get that. Turning just first, good push off the wall, good underwater kicks, and I'm fighting hard, ladies and gentlemen. I'm giving my best, trying hard to send the crowd home happy, and we've got a little lead there, but lane 4's stalking us and lane 5 as well. You can see me trying to keep my rate high, but it's just dropping. My hips are dropping. I'm sitting very, very low in the water, but I'm not giving up. I'm fighting to the finish, and I'm getting overtaken by lane 4 and 5 now, and that's 52.98 to finish off the Olympic trials cycle. I am in need of a rest now. Let's just say that.
So that was, that wasn't very good, but to be honest, quite satisfied with it, just because these last 2 weeks have been hard, you know. A lot of things have gone wrong, as you've heard from all the vlogs, all the videos, all the shorts. My back's been fucked. It's completely fucked now. I got ill this week, had a meet for 2 or 3 days, and you know, that was just about standing up and racing and giving it everything I had. And today I can confidently say that's all I've got, you know, so I can walk away from this meet and this cycle completely satisfied. Obviously circumstances this time around haven't been in my favour, but we can only hope and pray that they're better going in towards the summer. But yeah, it's going to be a nice long break now. Let my body recover, let my injuries heal. We'll be back for regionals in 3 weeks' time. So that's it for the Olympic trials cycle, and we are now back in the homeland. It is lovely to be here. As I've said many times, I'm going to be taking the next 2 weeks just completely off to heal injuries, get rid of illness hopefully, and just recharge. It's nice to be out here. I mean, the weather is kind of terrible though, but that's the way it is. It's nice to be here, and we'll be looking forward to getting back soon for Midlands in a couple of weeks' time.
So I just wanted to acknowledge the delay here on the release of this vlog. These events in this vlog were about 2 to 3 weeks ago now, but I've had a lot of things going on, such as dissertation writing and university work and all that sort of thing. I also wanted to space out the release of my content, as I haven't been doing any swimming on my break, so I figured that it would be better to have this vlog come a little bit later to keep activity going on my channel. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do like, share and subscribe, and as always, leave a comment down below with any suggestions you have for the future of the channel. I also just wanted to acknowledge that there are now 192 of you as this video goes out, which is fantastic. So to anyone and everyone that has subscribed, thank you very much. And to anyone that hasn't, please do subscribe. And in the meantime, stay tuned for what's to come. Thanks again for watching. Metcalf Training over and out.